It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, June 5th, 2021. I'm your host, as always, here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Andrew, right here, your host with the most, I guess you could say, the stupidest way to put that. But anyway, folks, welcome to the podcast. What am I going to talk about this week? Well, I'm glad you asked. You may have noticed that a lot of Need for Speed games, were erased or about to be erased from certain online places. That's going to be fun. Hey, you remember that top 20 anime healing list, or the healing anime list that I talked about? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. The list is up. It's time to see what made the cut and what didn't make the cut. A Tokyo pub has a wonderful little gimmick. I don't even know how accurate it is, but it's still funny. They'll babysit your husband or your boyfriend, though, for you. You can get stuff done. They'll babysit them, apparently. That's kind of funny. Super Cub. It's an amazing little fiction anime, and it's amazing how one little thing can stir up 1,000 angry protesters. And after an online controversy, Katakawa had to remind people that it's fiction, folks. It's fiction. It's not real. Fiction means fake. Non-fiction means real. I had to learn that in school. And Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo. Beautiful Nintendo. What did they do this time? Well, they're certainly exercising their suing muscle a lot lately. That's for fucking sure. Because they went after a ROM site and they sued its ass into oblivion. I'll explain all that and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But before we get any further into that, you know the song and dance. I'm sure you do by now, because I'm going to keep pitching it until either I give up on it or I end up getting tired of saying it. Basically, if you're looking for oddities, collectibles, weird stuff, unusual things and whatnot, feel free to check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of things for sale, from trading cards, DVDs, action figure parts, you name it, I probably have it. And it can be yours if the price is right. That's right, come on and swing by my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay, the worldwide flea market. That's right, you're going to love this site. You can get anything here. Seriously, anything at all. And don't forget, though, while you're out surfing the information superhighway, come check me out over on Twitter at OtakuRhodes. That's at capital OTAKU, capital RHOADS over on Twitter. You can also find a link to get there in the About section on my channel page here. And you can also check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page while you're at it. It's actually kind of cool. And yes, don't forget, usual YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can be made aware when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Alright, so this is the part where I talk about how my week went, and oh god, this has been the week of weeks here, folks. God, where do I begin? So, Monday was Memorial Day. Now, my mom and I were invited up to a picnic. I didn't really feel like going, and I had something else I had to do anyway, so she went. Had a good time. That's good. She had a good time. I'm happy for that. Me, I stayed at home. Like I said, I had something else I had to take care of, so that, took care of that problem. But, yeah, so that was Monday. Tuesday, meh. Mediocre, always bland. Though I ended up getting the day off on Wednesday, so that was nice. Wednesday! So, this has just been an ever-growing battle. Me versus the car at this point. First it was the battery. Then it was countless other problems. Well, good news, folks, because today, on Wednesday, I go to start the car, it doesn't want to start. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. Here we go again. So, I get it started and it pops. I'm like, oh crap. That scared the crap out of me. So then I shut the car off, turned it back on again, and then the check engine light comes on. I'm like, oh, I just want to go 2 miles up the street, get myself a fucking sandwich, and then come home. Come on, just let me do this. They still drove, and I'm like, all right. Well, Thursday, took Mom quick down to the store because a relative of mine was going to come out with their little OBD2 computer. That's onboard diagnostic scanner, OBD2. And they were going to check, see what the code is for me, see what I have to get done. So I take my mom down to the store, engine lights on, not blinking or anything, just solid on. Get down to the store. I sit out in the car. She goes inside. She comes out. She goes, takes the cart back. I'm like, okay, I'll just drive down there then and meet you, save a little bit of time. I go to start the car up. It pops a little bit. Then it's a really rough start. Engine light's gone. I'm like, now what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh, you driven son of a bitch. Here we go. So now the engine light's off, and I'm like, this is now annoying me. This is now pissing me off to no end. So, after getting home, and I'm like, okay, well, now the check engine light's out. Now I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm thinking that it corrected its error, and that's why the engine light went off. But I don't know what the problem was in the first place, as to what caused the engine light to even come on in the first place. So I told the relative, hey, you don't got to worry about coming out and checking this for me, because it's now off. I'm damned if I know what the hell's going on. That was Thursday. So on Friday I had to go to work, so I go out to the car. It's about a little after 4 in the morning. I turn the car on, doesn't want to start. And now I'm pissed. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss work because this car won't fucking start. Now I'm a little pissed. So I go to start it again. Doesn't come on. I'm like, oh, come on, just come on, come on. Then it got started on the third time. Like, that's it. I swear to God, it's spark plugs. I think the spark plugs are going. Same relative does not think it's the spark plugs, because apparently when I was going to work, now I had acceleration. I will admit this. I had some acceleration, but if you would try to like floor it to like really rev it, you couldn't. It hesitated. It's like, didn't want to go. So I'm like, oh, you driven bastard. So I'm like, okay, this relative thinks it's the fuel system, so they're going to check it for me. They're checking it for me this weekend, see if it is what it is, and then if it is, apparently, for this model of car, I can fix this myself, ironically, because it's literally in the back seat of the car. You take off one bolt, pull out the back seat, disassemble the little housing that the thing's in, which is, honest to God, really freaking easy. Take out old pump, put in new pump, and basically just do the reverse of how you took out the pump. That's literally all you got to do. And I'm like, okay. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, how in the hell did this, what, huh? But yeah, apparently that's all you got to do. And I'm like, okay. So if it is the fuel pump, because this relative thinks it's the fuel filter, but apparently the fuel filter is part of the fuel pump, so that's freaking great. But apparently if it is the fuel pump, it's, honestly, every single, can I do this myself? When I looked up online, it's like, yeah, it's like 30 minutes of your time, plus whatever the cost of the fuel pump is. And I'm like, seriously? I can just do this myself? Oh, what the hell? I'll save myself the mechanic fee. I'll just do this my fucking self. And I'm like, yeah, the hell, fuck it. I'll do it myself. That's not a problem. But yeah, so that's basically how my week's gone so far. So now it's, waiting to see if this is the exact issue or not. I don't know if it is or not. I still think it's spark plugs. I actually stopped on the way home yesterday from work and picked up some spark plugs. If I would have thought fuel pump or fuel filter, well, fuel filter is part of the fuel pump, but I didn't know that at the time, I would have got a fuel pump too. I would consider getting a fuel pump too. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Let's just get a fuel pump too while I'm at it. And then been done with it. But no, I didn't know that. But if it is that, I just gotta look one up on Pep Boys or one of the other auto places around here and then just go pick it up. Everything that I read online said to wait a day, because that way, do it like the next day. That way your line's completely not primed or anything. It's not gonna shoot gasoline out at you all over the place, which is fine by me with the price of fucking gasoline right now. Everything was, oh yeah, I can fucking do this myself. What the hell? I mean, there's literally like 6 videos on YouTube for how to replace this exact model of car. And similar because it's a Hyundai, and apparently they're all the goddamn same from like 2006 to 2013. They're all the same, and this is like an '07, so it's not that difficult apparently. If that's the issue, if that's the issue. But yeah, so that's what I kind of have going right now. Hopefully that solves the problem. I would assume that is the issue, seeing as when I put some stuff in on Mother's Day, the car did run better for a while. So I'm assuming that it's probably just really, the fuel system's probably just really fucked up right now, which is a possibility. I'm not going to lie. So that is a possibility. But anyway, that's been my week. Yeah, I shouldn't forget anything. Nope, that's pretty much been about my week. So, yep, let's get into the podcast, shall we? It's gonna be a fun one. I can feel it. Need for Speed. Oh, Jesus. I loved Need for Speed. I remember playing this on my GameCube. I don't remember which one it was for the GameCube, but I remember playing it on the GameCube, and I'm like, this is the best game ever. I freaking loved it. Outrunning the cops, crashing into stuff. I mean, I remember one night I was just so annoyed. I was like, I was just like really pissed off, angry, and just not having a good day. I'm like, I'm just gonna drive around the city. I ended up, and by the way, don't outrun the cops. It's not worth it in reality. This was a video game, guys. Come on, I'm not that big of an idiot. But I'm like, you know what? I want to give this a shot. So I'm just driving around. Next thing I know, I just crashed into a minivan, and I just like completely just wrecked this. Like I backed up, hit it again, backed up, hit it again, backed up, hit it again. I basically got so many alerts on my ass that the in-game cops were chasing me. And I'm like, oh, here we go. This is good. Again, do not try this, at home. Do not do this in reality. They even specify that in the game. Please obey the law. Please do not do what you were about to do in this game in real life. You will get arrested, possibly thrown in jail. So do not do this. But I just remember I'm trying to outrun all the cops. They ended up bringing in like the super, like the elite squad. I basically was running circles around the local PD to the point that they had to bring in the heavy artillery. And the game is like, you're like, oh yeah, they're putting up like a spike strip, so I would have to turn down an alleyway so that I wouldn't hit the spike strip, so that my car. A couple times I would like hit the spike strip, and I'm just like, I'm running on the rims, and I'm still outrunning them somehow. But then if you get busted, your car gets like there's like a marker put on your car, and if you get X amount of them, your car's impounded for good. You lose it, and I'm like, that happened to like one car. It was really fast, but I had like no control, and I just spun out, and I'm like, oh god damn it, and I was a little pissed off. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest of moments, but I still remember trying to outrun all of them. It was just hilarious to me. Because it's like, I'm literally running circles around the local ones, and then all of a sudden they had to bring out the heavy artillery. It's like, oh, we have, it's like, oh, the chopper in the sky has them. And I'm like, oh, really? You do, huh? I'll have to make sure I hide. I don't remember, what was it? I don't remember if it was Carbon, or what the hell it was. I think it was Carbon. I think it was Need for Speed Carbon, I think. But, oh my god, I just remember the Need for Speed games. I loved them. At least that one. That was one of my favorites. Because it's like, I remember the first time I had to face one of the bosses, and I'm like, okay, this is bad. I didn't know we were racing for pinks, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is this crap? And here it's like, oh yeah, no, if you race for pinks, you're racing for the pink slips for the car. And I ended up winning the jackass's car, and I was like, yes! Yes! I was so happy. But anyway, though, that was my memory of Need for Speed. But unfortunately, not a lot of people will soon be able to have memories like that, sadly, because they're about to be erased from reality. Which sucks, because you can't erase my memories of this, damn it. I love that. But publishers like entropy will eventually destroy everything. Rather than preserving their games like the works of art they should think they are. I mean, let's face it, video games are technically art. I mean, there's time and effort put into these. There's design, there's captivation. These things are works of art. From the crappiest of the crap to the greatest of the great, they are still art. Sure, they're not hanging in a fucking museum. Sure, they're not, being talked about in school libraries. And, well, okay, they probably are, but that's beside the point. But they're, not being, quote the devil, discussed at university level under the arts criteria that a lot of schools want to have. But they're still works of art. They really are. It doesn't matter how crappy it is or anything else. They're still works of art. But, yeah, it's just horrifying. So, yeah, they're making it impossible. The instinct, though, is more usually to go to enormous lengths to make them impossible to play. And the latest victim of these murderous antics, and by the way, I'm reading most of this right off the Kotaku article because it is like the best way to word this. I'm not even joking. This is like really good. So, of course, they basically are killing off the Need for Speeds, released between 2006 and 2011. So, this sucks. And by the way, this article came out on Memorial Day, by the way. So, via Reddit, though, while most of the English-speaking world is on holiday, it's been announced that Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed Undercover, Need for Speed Shift 2, Unleashed, and Need for Speed The Run will be retired. First off, if Carbon was the one that I played, no! This is when I just looked to emulators like, you people did emulate these, right? Oh, thank God. that's what I go. You did emulate these, right? Yeah. Oh, thank God. I'm so that they're at least preserved somehow, if not from the actual creators, from dedicated fans. I'll take that. But yeah, they're basically going to be limping off the tracks as they leave the digital storefronts, and their servers are switched off come the end of August. The reasons given are the usual blah blah bullshit. Maintaining the servers for the few remaining players is, prohibitively expensive. Yeah, okay, I understand that. They've released loads, though, of astoundingly poor Need for Speed games, though since then, I don't think there's actually been a good Need for Speed game since, well, for me, at least since Carbon. I didn't really like any of the ones past there. But I know Hot Pursuit was pretty good for the PS2, but I think that came out before. But, yeah, it's just, I have to admit, this is like, yeah, okay. But still, though, that's the usual piss poor reason, blah, blah, blah. Buy our other games, they're just as good, which they're not. It's take it as you will, sort of. But I like how Kotaku goes and gives out a couple ideas of what they could frickin' do to rectify this. So, it's always this way, though. But what else can you do? Well, here's some other things that they could fucking do, according to Kotaku. They could release the source code for the 10 to 15-year-old games. Okay? It's 10 to 15-year-old games. Okay? Release the fucking source code, please. Just release the source code. Give us the fans, development, and put it in the public domain. Then we, the fans, can have fun with it, and you can just sully off into the distance with your crappier titles. Just go, well, yeah, okay, and then just go that way. Just go off into the distance. But no, they won't do that. They could release a server code for the games and allow enthusiasts to continue to host the few dedicated players that remain, which, again, they won't. They could offer to upgrade players to one of the many Need for Speed games of the 2010s, although this may be crueler than just nothing at all. Yeah, because the newer games do suck ass. They really freaking do. But yeah, offer an upgrade. That's basically like, here, it's basically like, the neighborhood jackass runs over your dog or your cat right in front of your eyes. I mean, just crush the cat's head or just crush the pet's head right in with their car tire. And just for shits and giggles, backed up and hit it again. and you're literally bawling your eyes out right in front of them, like, you killed my dog, you killed my pet, my dog, my cat, you killed them. And then they just go, oh, I'm really sorry about that. Here, have a fish. It's basically like, yeah, here, I know I killed your pet. Here, I'm going to upgrade you. Have a fish. And then just walks away. That's like the equivalent of that. Here, have a fish. Oh, Jesus. Or they could recognize that last year EA made revenue of $5.5 billion, and it's likely they could just about afford to leave the servers on with minimal maintenance without taking too big of a hit. But of course, they won't do that either. Now, of course, you know, the thing that they could probably do, in all honesty, I'm not going to doubt they probably are considering it, especially when they get closer to the end of August when the servers are shut down. They'll probably go, hey, look, you're still playing this? Would you like to be upgraded for free to one of our better games? And somebody will be stupid enough and go, sure. Then they'll go, excellent. They'll be like Mr. Burns, excellent. Yeah, just like freaking that. It's like, uh-huh. But they won't freaking do that, though. But delisting them from the stores, it just seems petty. It's freaking wrong. I mean, people can still play. I would just give out the fucking source code and be done with it. But no, can't give out the source code. Just give us the source code. No. Give us the source code. Give us the source code. No. Fuck. But it's just, you know, it's piss poor. It's low. It annoys the hell out of me. But for goodness sakes, though, if you're so absolutely determined that no one should be able to legally buy your game, that you'll go to these extremes, just release them into the public domain, though. But you won't, though. But thank goodness, though, for the projects like the Internet Archive Software Library, where you can download a majority of these. So thank you, Internet Archive, for doing what Entropy refuses to do, and just give us the games that we want to have, that we can keep with us for eternity, and basically at the same time, flip off Entropy and go, hey, look, we got the game! Just flip them the hell off. But, I mean, I agree with Kotaku. They could at least just give the frickin' source code. Because I guarantee you there is some stuff in the original games from 2006 to 2011 that were not perfect. Give out the source code, make it public, put it into the public domain, and let, you know, the fans go to town on it. I guarantee you that they will mod the hell out of it, they will fix stuff up on it, they will do this and that to it, and they will make it 150 times better. And then you'll see how dedicated your player base can be if you actually put some time and effort into your games, you know, like the old school ones. But no, they won't do that. Release the server codes. I agree on that one, because that could allow them to host, you know, tournaments. No, they won't do that either. Of course not. As far as the offer the upgrade players, I swear to God they'll probably do that, because in their mind it'll be like, oh, well, we can upgrade you to one of our newer games. You'll like it. We promise you. And it's like, yeah, no, this is a fate worse than death. This is seriously a fate worse than death. What the hell have you done to us? This is a fate worse than death. Because now it's, oh, well, we at least have the newer game. Yeah, you have the newer game, but why? Why do we have the newer game? Why? This is horrible. This sucks. This is garbage. I would have been better off just not having anything at all. But yeah, I agree with Kotaku on this one. But goddamn you, Entropy. It's just, oh god, no. It's just, it sucks. It's really horrible to imagine that these games are just gone. Like I said, though, thank God for the software library on archive.org. Holy shit. God bless those people. They're doing the Lord's work here. I mean, they even have a software library for Flash games. C64 demos, ZX Spectrum. Oh, God bless you people. Oh, God bless you. If it wasn't for you... If it wasn't for you, we'd all be screwed. We would all be boned right now. I mean, they got Apple II stuff on here. I mean, they got Atari 8-bit shit on here. The ZX Spectrum. Oh my god, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. They even have like the old Nickelodeon Flash games. I wonder if they had that Flash game I played on Fox Kids on the Fox's site when Digimon the movie came out. The really crappy, fly through the internet portal and just blast stuff game. That was kind of fun. Oh man, no, I'm just happy though. At least somehow, some way it'll be preserved. They got Flash games. I wonder if they got Kitty Cannon. But at least, and I'm going to say this, at least we still have that. Thank you, archive.org, the Internet Archive, for protecting that which other people have forsaken. Thank you. Thank you for doing what no one else wanted to do. Thank you. I can't stress that enough. But yes, this is horrible. Damn you, Entropy. Damn you! Alright, so remember, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I talked about healing anime. Yes, a wonderful, wonderful healing anime. The list is out. And that topic that I talked about was you could vote on which one was your favorite on the Aya Shike genre of anime, generally referred to as healing anime. And Otaku USA Magazine had a voting poll for your favorites, and the list is finally out. So, what made the list? What didn't make the list? Let's find out. Time to compile the results, and let's see who won. So, there's 20 titles, holy crap, that made it in. So let's see what made the cut, what didn't make the cut, and what you possibly think. Okay, well, they won't know what you think, and I won't know until you put it in the comments, but still, you get the idea. Anyway, coming in at number 20, we have Sweetness and Lightning at 7 votes. Tanaka-kun is Always Listless at 8 votes at number 19. Number 18 is After School Dice Club with 9 votes. Coming in at 17 is Girls Last Tour with 10 votes, followed by My Roommate is a Cat with 11 votes at 16. At 15, we have New Game with 12 votes, and at 14, School Babysitters with 13 votes. What annoys me the hell right here is Kamichu made it at 13th with 14 votes. That's a little annoying, but alright, fine. It may not be everybody's cup of tea. Maybe nobody ever saw it. At least 14 other people agree with me. At least 14 other people agree with me, damn it. It's a good show. Well, 13 others because I voted for it, so 13 other people. Barakamon at 12 with 15 votes. Tonikawa, Over the Moon for You, with 18 votes, came in at number 11. And rounding up the top 10, folks, here we go. At number 10, we have The Helpful Fox Senku-san with 19 votes. At number 9, Restaurant to Another World with 26 votes. At 8, Natsume's Book of Friends with 27 votes. At 31 votes at number 7, it's Mushishi with 32 votes in 6th place. We have Flying Witch. Nan Bayori at 33 votes came in at number 5, with Laid Back Camp's 45 votes landing it a solid 4th place finish. Azumanga Daioh rounds out the top 3 with 55 votes, with Arya coming in at number 2 with 57 votes, and taking the top spot, who the hell didn't see this one coming, K-On! With 65 votes. So literally, there was only a 10-vote difference between Azumanga Daioh and K-On!, so I consider that a win. Holy crap, that's what you call razor close there. Damn. Poor Kamichu, though, got screwed. Kamichu's a damn good series. What the hell? What the hell? No, that was a good show. But yes, so... But anyway, it's not... it's not too surprising, though, with the top 3 finishers, because Azumanga Daioh is considered by many the big one that started the popularization of this genre, which I read the manga first, the omnibus manga, and then I saw the anime, and I love them both, so yeah, I agree with it. And it does have a healing feel to it. You have K-On! And Arya rounding out the top 3, so that's not bad. But yeah, but some may be surprised that Mushishi didn't make it to the top, didn't even make it to the top 5. But it seems to have slipped out of favor since its debut in the aughts. In the aughts, that's what it says. Girls' Last Tour may be the biggest surprise. It gets a lot of critical praise and has a pretty vocal fan base in healing anime circles, which there are circles of there are circles. Can I get into the Kamichu one? Because I do like Kamichu, and I'll get into the Azumanga Daioh one too. I like both of those series. What the hell? Damn. But yeah, as far as our voters were concerned, it only ranked 17th. Wow. So were you surprised with these results? Yeah, I fucking was. I thought Kamichu would have got at least in the top 10. 13th place at 14 votes. That's, maybe you people just don't know what Kamichu is. God, it bothers me. It bugs me. It's like Kamichu got 13th place. What the hell? That's not fair. I kind of feel like that pissed off kid that just found out that he can't have chocolate for breakfast. And I'm like, it's not fair. No, but I'm not really surprised, though, that Azumanga Daioh got 3rd. I do like the series, and like I said, I read the omnibus manga first, and then that's how I got it, was the big omnibus. It's like every single one of their little things all rolled into one giant-ass book. And, yeah, that's a really good read. It really is. And then, after that is what had me watch the anime, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is good. I like this one. This is good. But, oh, God. I mean, it's no surprise that K-On! Got 1st place. I mean, K-On!'s fucking popular as all hell. But still, it was only a 10-vote difference that separated them. 2 votes between 2nd and 3rd place. That's not bad at all. So it was really close, though, for 2nd and 3rd, and a 10-vote difference between 3rd and 1st. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, yeah. I consider that a win. That's a win, baby. That's a win. But, whew, holy crap. I do like these healing anime. I didn't know that that's what the actual thing was called. I just remember that, I always felt good after watching Kamichu. I felt a little more relaxed after watching Azumanga Daioh. How the hell was I supposed to know that was, what their, that's what it was designed to do? I didn't know that. But still, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I am a little shocked at the results, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. But at least now we know the results. You can check them out in the link in the description, as always. But still, it's pretty cool. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's be frank here for a moment. And this topic actually can work both ways, by the way. So that's why I'm saying ladies and gentlemen. I could have just said ladies, but this one works both ways because, same partners. So, yeah, so this works both ways, folks. Let me ask you this question. Did you ever want to go get some shopping done, sit at a cafe, have a nice coffee with your friends, your girlfriends, co-workers that you don't want your husband or your boyfriend fucking the pooch here? Well, if you do, and you happen to live in Tokyo, well, the Nanda 90 pub has something interesting. See, they offer a babysitting service, but not for your kids. No, they won't take those little bastards off your hands. Well, you get a drink. Which, I guarantee you, if there would be a bar that would do that, you realize how packed that bar would be? It's like, here, look, there's a babysitting service in this room over here, one-way mirror, you can see in, they can't see you. It's completely isolated from the bar itself, so we're not in violation of any, minors are not allowed in the bar law. And all of a sudden, boom, here you go. You realize how much that bar would be doing in business? Oh my God, I can just see that. Here, I'm going to put you down here. Mommy and Daddy are going to go get a drink. Your dad's want to get a drink. Your mom's want to get a drink. We're going to go get drinks. Your parents are going to get sloshed for... Oh, we're going to go get a drink because raising you is a pain in the ass. And I can just see that being a bar. Somebody could make that into a gimmick. I guarantee you, they would go buku crazy. They would make fucking shit ton of money in a heartbeat. But no. They won't take your kids. They'll watch your husband or your boyfriend for you. See, there's a sign that reads, "We'll take care of your husband or boyfriend who's getting in the way of you enjoying shopping or relaxing in a cafe. Our experienced staff will take the responsibility of playing with him and keeping him entertained." Oh yeah, that couldn't possibly be misconstrued. No way is that possibly misconstrued. Okay. It also lists prices, though, for time periods ranging from a short amount of time to 3 hours max. 3 hours max. I want to stress that. 3 hours maximum. You cannot keep them there for longer than 3 hours. So, at the lower end of the spectrum, it has the just watch him for 15 minutes. I got to get my nails done, got to get my hair done, I got to get some shopping done, and that little bastard is in my fucking way for me doing this. Watch him for 15 minutes for me. That's 500 yen, or about $4.85 American. First glass of Heartland beer is half price at 290 yen, or about $2.65. I just love this. This is funny as hell. At the limit, though, it has this. I need a long time, 3 hours. It's 2,500 yen, or about $22.84. 150-minute all-you-can-drink plan for 2,300 yen, or about $21.01. So basically, it's I need you to watch it for 3 hours. Here's $50. I should more than cover the service. I need to get some stuff done in the next 3 hours. You watch his ass for me. I'll come back and pick him up when he's completely drunk, partially passed out. And then just like that, I'll come pick him up, take him home. Would be really embarrassing as if she just picks him up and carries him out like a baby. That would be really embarrassing. Oh, but funny as hell. The sign, though, also includes the image of a tall woman dragging her man there by the scruff of his neck, which basically is like, "You're going into the timeout chair, damn it! I need some me time!" Which, I mean, I get it. I get it. I like having some, me time as well, but still, holy crap. But while the babysitting service is done in a joking way, it could be seen as a non-guilt-inducing way to give the husband or boyfriend something fun to do while the women have girl time, but it won't take him off your hands for more than 3 hours. Okay? 3 hours max. Look, you have your limits, they have theirs. It's an all-you-can-drink. It's almost like having 1,000 overweight people that haven't eaten in 3 days go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. The all-you-can-eat buffet is going to run out of food fast. I mean, you get 1,000 people in there that haven't eaten in 3 days, I guarantee you that buffet is going to be empty in about 10 minutes. Maybe 20. You'll make a crap ton of money, but you're going to have to close up after they're done. You'll be closed for the rest of the day because they ain't going to have no money left. They ain't going to have no food. Oh, God. But yes, with this Tokyo pub, though, will babysit your husband or your boyfriend. So if you are listening to my podcast over in Tokyo, which I don't see how, because apparently I can't speak Japanese. I wish I could, though, damn it. I love watching so much Japanese shows. If you can, this is a wonderful idea. In all honesty, like I said, if a bar here in the States could come up with this sort of gimmick, have like a section, like a room like next door, like have it be like a half and half thing. Here's this little section where you can stick your kids in for like, maximum of 1.5 hours. You get an hour and a half break from your kids and get drunk. Yeah, I could see a lot of parents taking advantage of that. Here, I'm going to spend some time with the kid today. You sit here, I'm going to go next door, I'm going to get something to drink. It'd almost be like Homer in that episode of The Simpsons when he stuck Maggie out in the playground by Moe's, and she was about to get her ass beat by, I swear to God, it was Kearney's kid. That had to have been Kearney's kid. It had to be Kearney's kid. It had to have been Kearney's kid. It had to be. I don't know of any other kid that could have been, but yeah, it had to have been Kearney's kid. And it's like she's about to get her ass kicked by Kearney's kid, and it's like, then all of a sudden Homer's like, oh, here, let me defend you because Marge's been spying on him with the nanny cam. It's like, yeah, he's spending time with Maggie. Yeah, he is. He's leaving Maggie in the playground while he gets drunk at Moe's. The sad part is, I could see a bar doing this, like I said, in the States. And you fix up a way so that the kids are nowhere near the alcohol, that, in order for them to, like, okay, look, you get like a 2-beer maximum. You just sit here, relax. You get 90 minutes. We time you. 2 beers. That's it. That's all you get. No hard liquor. No, tequila. No liquor. No hard shit. You get beer. That's it. 2 max. 90 minutes. Then that gives you plenty of time to, they'll shove like food and that stuff down your throat too, so that it'll absorb the alcohol so that you're not drunk, so you can take your kid home, but you get a nice little break from Junior for a little bit of time. So yeah, there is that, but I still find this hilarious. This is funny as hell. It really is to me. It's like, it's a bar that'll babysit your husband or your boyfriend so you can get drunk. Or you can just go out and do whatever you want to do. You have 3 hours max. It's like, yeah, I just dropped them off at a pub. They're babysitting them. We'll play with them. We'll keep them entertained. I can just see, like, we'll put sports on the TV, keep them entertained for you for a few hours. I'd love to, like, show that article to John Taffer and go, hey, does this seem like a good idea for a bar in the States? I'm just kind of curious. Because I'm getting a kick out of this, and I can't stop laughing, and I'm just curious, since you're a nightlife expert, I'm just kind of curious, is this something that a bar in the States could do and be massively profitable, or is this just a stupid idea and should just be taken as a joke that it is? Because I find it hilarious as hell. I really do. I find it funny. Oh, I find it funny. Anime. Will you ever be controversy-free at any point in time? No. You're either going to have the people that'll complain that the boobs are too big, the butt's too big, those characters shouldn't be together, that character's too homely looking, that's something weird, that's wrong, oh look, there's child porn in this when it's actually not. No, seriously, those are just some of the things that anime fans have to deal with on a daily basis. And online controversy is just one of the major things of it. I mean, stop me if you've heard this one before. But, so there's a little character in this. It's like a school kid that, is walking down. And it's this show literally designed for the younger audiences. I'm talking like less than 13 years old. And the school kid, like, trips, falls, and lands onto, like, an adult. Oh my god, suddenly it's child porn. When it's like, no, the kid literally fucking fell. You saw it happen. But no. That's the controversy that always happens. But this controversy, though, is in regards to Super Cub, a really somewhat popularizing anime series that recently came out. And apparently this controversy got a lot of people pissed. This one opened up a lot of floodgates that they had to pee on this fire fast. So a recent episode of the anime Super Cub stirred up some controversy in Japan because it shows an illegal activity. The devil, you say? Okay, seriously. In all honesty, it does show an illegal activity. But keep in mind, folks, this is fiction. They are allowed to take some, leniency. I don't want to say leniencies. Creative control with what they're doing. Creative license. That's the word I'm looking for. They're allowed to take some creative license with this. So, what exactly happened? Well, the illegal activity in question shows 2 characters riding together on a motorcycle, but one only recently received their motorcycle license. according to Japanese law, you can't ride on a motorcycle with someone else if you've had that license for less than a year. That makes perfect sense because, you don't want to do something illegal. It's pretty much like what they do here in the States. Some insurance companies, if you just get, your driver's license, you can't drive with more than like one other person is all you're allowed to have in that car unless there's somebody over a certain age. It makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, it makes sense. So, this is a good one though. So, Kotokawa gave a lengthy response, basically pointing out it's fiction. I love when they instantly have to start. It's fiction. It's like, let's just slam this one right down right now. It's fiction. It doesn't exist. It's fake. It's not real. It's fiction. Fiction. But no, that hasn't stopped the controversy from going batshit crazy and making things look stupid and idiotic online because, that's just the way we roll, huh? No. But here we go. As the on-screen text of the anime, because they actually have the actual statement on here. As the on-screen text in the anime states, this story is a work of fiction. Honda Motor Company provided its cooperation and supervision only for the designs in Super Cub. Okay? Only for the designs. Regarding the two characters riding together, the circumstances are explained thoroughly in the source material novel. This was shown a little bit in the anime in an abridged form, but in the aftermath, there is a key scene. In this regard, the anime respects and preserved the flow of the source material story. It was decided that it was necessary to go with this direction in order to develop the story in a way that respects the nature of the characters. Therefore, there is absolutely no intent to oppose the law or public morals. I hope you can enjoy it as an entertaining story, i.e. a work of fiction, merely set in a dream world and not reality. So, basically, it's fiction. It's literally like me making a story where, robots have taken over the world and they confuse with humans. But that doesn't happen in reality. Or a world where all I gotta do is stick a card in a freaking ATM and I can pull out any amount of money because there's no value anymore. It's fiction. Fiction. F-I-C-T-I-O-N. Fiction. Okay? It means it's not real. It's a dream world. It's a fake reality. We are imagining this ourselves. It's fiction. But if you look at the novel that Super Club is based on, it backs up what Kotokawa says, because it mentions the act being illegal and talks more in depth about what the character is thinking. So, they even point out it's illegal in the source material. So, in other words, come off your high horses. Again, it's fiction. Fiction. Can I say it again? Fiction. I feel like I need to be paid $1 every time I say fiction. It's fiction. Fiction. It's not real. That would almost be like, it's just like the thing that I love, how there was that meme years ago. Why parents should not let their kids watch anime. You have the, she's 10 years old, her breast shouldn't be that big. It's half girl, half cat. What type of sick, twisted bestiality are you watching? And there's like a bunch of other ones, but I remember that. I remember those two part of the 4-part one. I don't remember what the rest of it was. I know something like we were at war with, I think it was we were at war with China young lady or something. Oh no, she's a character in a TV show. She's not your waifu. That's how it was. It was that one. She's 10 years old. Her breast shouldn't be that big. That's half girl, half cat. What type of sick, twisted bestiality are you watching? That's all that makes me laugh. And then we were at war with China, young lady. And it's like, yeah, this is why you should not let your kids watch anime. No, those are just some of the massive tropes that constantly get pushed into every single time you have a new anime series. Every single time a new anime comes out, it's like, Oh, here we go. Well, we can't exactly have it be realistic. No, that's what you call slice of life. But even slice of life series still take some creative liberties. And they still take some creative license. Because, I want to stress this. There are a lot of places where you can't do a lot of the stuff that they do in those shows. The reason why, it's illegal. Okay? Some places, yes. Sometimes, yes. But a majority of the time, it's illegal. There's a reason for it. But God, I just get an annoyance out of this. How everybody, the minute they see an anime, they're like, well, this isn't real. No shit, Sherlock, it's fiction. I just get out of this. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, it's fiction. That's exactly what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, you must be thinking about the other show that you were watching. And that's the kicker, though. With a lot of shows like this, like I said, you will always have the creative liberties and the creative license that's taken with it. Granted, they will try to stick as close to the source material as they can, but you have to realize, when a lot of anime come into play, they need to take either a light novel or a manga and condense what it makes up, essentially like 2 or 3 chapters, into one 20 to 26 minute episode. Okay? They're literally condensing. So some stuff is going to have to get cut out. Some stuff is going to have to be abridged in a way to explain it, have it make sense, but not be the full explanation. You're going to always have this. That's just the way it works. Complaining and bitching about it does not equate, oh, here, I'm right, you're wrong. No, that's the whole point. You can't say that this is wrong because it doesn't make any sense, because that's the whole point. You need to read the source material. They're having to take everything from the source material and make it work for this small section. You can't say that, oh, well, this is wrong just because it's not accurate at that moment. Well, no shit. It's not going to be accurate if you see it in this context. It's basically taken slightly out of context. It's like, here's a picture in a newspaper. It shows a kid holding a diaper, and there's another, person off in the distance. You're thinking that kid's basically eating crap or something. No, that kid could have been picking up waste by the side of the road or saying, look, here, I'm a good older sibling. You don't fucking know that you're taking it out of context unless you know the entire source of which it's based on. So, yeah, that's the thing. But just add this, though, to one more of the tropes that we anime fans have to deal with. It's fiction. Seriously. And if anybody out there in the comment section wants to count up how many times I said the word fiction, I'd like to know, because I'd like to know how much I earned. I'm just curious. If anybody out there wants to count it up, let me know in the comments how many times I said it. I want to know how much I earned. I'm just kind of curious. Alright, so this one definitely has to qualify under the title of, what the fuck were you thinking? Nintendo has sued the ROM site into oblivion. Now, for those of you that are wondering, which ROM site am I talking about? Well, apparently back in 2019, Kotaku wrote about Nintendo's efforts to shut down the website ROM Universe. Apparently, they were hosting and selling premium access to pirated copies of Nintendo games. Yes, that is illegal. Sorry, that's straight up illegal. That one I'll even say is illegal. Come on, even I'd be looking at this and going, no, yeah, no. The case is now over, the site is gone, and Nintendo has been awarded $2.1 million in damages after all the dust is settled. So, yeah, that's how it rolls here in the Shire, I guess. But as the Torrent Freak reports, ROM Universe's Matthew Storman actually decided to try to fight Nintendo in court. Stupid idea number 1. Number 2, to do so without an attorney. correct me if I'm wrong, if you're based, if you're based in the U.S., you have the right to an attorney. In fact, if you're being sued by somebody, I would pretty much have an attorney there 100% with me, regardless. Because even one of the El Cheapo ones that'll probably do it for free, they're like court appointed if you can get one of those. Because, honest to God, you trying to fight somebody that's suing your ass without an attorney, that you're screwed then, because if you lose, you can't claim a mistrial because you defended yourself. You're an idiot. I know very little about the law, and I took a course in high school called You and the Law, and I learned like very little about the law that I remember, because it changes all the time, but that's at least the basis that I remember. But of course, though, as you can imagine, it didn't go well for Stormin. Where his defense, based around disputing that he uploaded any files to said website, was swiftly picked apart by Nintendo's actually paid lawyer. You know, the one that went to law school, got the degree that hangs on a wall in their office, that paid the however much to go to law school, to sit there and literally sit in court and take your ass apart piece by methodical piece until you break down on that stand and cry like a goddamn baby. Yes. Nintendo's actual lawyers, though, did pick this thing apart. Apparently to the point where Stormin's own sworn disposition where he admitted to uploading ROM files to his site. Yeah! Well, Nintendo originally sought damages of $90,000 for each of the 49 games discovered on the website. The judge awarded the company $35,000 for each, saying that since Stormin had already shut down the website and was currently unemployed, that figure was, sufficient. Nintendo was awarded a single sum of $400,000 for statutory trademark damages. Aww. So Nintendo won. Well, no shit. That was an open and shut case. If your lawyer basically picked the guy apart in a matter of seconds, I'm done. There ain't nothing to do there. It's like, what, but, oh crap, I screwed myself. Yeah, you screwed. I would have got a lawyer. I would have gotten a lawyer. That's the whole basis. You're getting sued, get a lawyer. Because especially if it's a big name company, like Nintendo or Cartoon Network or Disney, you need a lawyer. They have a legion of ass-kissing lawyers that just basically go and say, you need to sue anybody today? No? Okay. Need any legal documents done today? Nope. Okay, well, we're here if you need us. Do you need anything? You need somebody sued? We're on it. Who do you need sued? Who do we have to shove the legal justice system up their ass for? We're on it. They have the legion of ass-kissing lawyers that just wait for any moment to just go there. Boom. Take them out. That's the end of it. But, this is just funny, though. But, it's better, though. It's important to note here that Stormin wasn't simply hosting pirated copies of Nintendo's games. He was also selling premium access to them, where $30 could get users faster access to ROM files. During the last year of ROM Universe's operation, Stormin said he earned between $30,000 and $36,000 from these payments. So, essentially, not only did you screw Nintendo, you backhanded Nintendo. When Nintendo found out about it, they got pissed off, sued your ass, and you tried to fight them on your own, thinking, I'm going to be the hero that takes down Nintendo and prove that the little person can win. And their lawyer just basically sliced and diced your ass in 30 seconds or less. Did they use the Chewbacca defense? I'm just curious, because I get the feeling like they could have just wasted the court's time and just like, this is the Chewbacca defense. This is Chewbacca. Chewbacca is a Wookiee from the planet Kashyyyk. But yet he hung out with, he knows Yoda. This is the Chewbacca defense. Because I can waste your fucking time with this bullshit, because this is an open and shut case. This guy hosted our fucking stuff illegally, gave access to it, premium access to it, admitted he got paid for it, And we caught his ass on a lie. This is an open and shut case. So this is Chewbacca. I'd like to point out Chewbacca. Or better yet, no, because I mean that's the Cocker thing from South Park. But since this is Nintendo, I'd go, this is Pikachu. This is Mario. This is Mario. No, yeah, perfect. They went with the Mario defense, right? This is Mario. Mario is the president of the Mushroom Kingdom. But yet, Mario works in the sewers. Now, that just don't make sense. Especially when there's a princess in the Mushroom Kingdom and Mario is the president of the Mushroom Kingdom. That just don't make sense. And I can just waste this court's time with this bullshit because this case is open and shut. And Mario is the president of the Mushroom Kingdom, and there should not be a president of the Mushroom Kingdom where there's a fucking hierarchy and there's a dictator. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Thank you. And then went with the Mario defense again. I forgot. Well, yeah, because this is basically Nintendo. So, of course, you can't use the Chewbacca defense with this. That's South Park. You can't use the Chewbacca defense. You got to use the Mario defense. This is Mario. He's the president of the Mushroom Kingdom, yet the Mushroom Kingdom is ruled by Princess Peach. Princess Peach is literally a princess. Therefore, there should not be a need for a president of the Mushroom Kingdom. So then what the hell is Mario? That just don't make sense. There you go. Just waste your time with that. Oh. First off, though, folks, basically, and I want to stress this, that I'm not a lawyer in any way, shape, or form. I know very little about the law other than what I can Google search and what I remember from You and the Law that I took in high school. But if you're getting sued by somebody, fucking get a lawyer. That's what they get paid for. That's what they went to school for. They went to school to do the thing that you can't do on your own. Now, you have the right to, defend yourself, and that's fine, you can, but I know for a fact that if you fail, you can't declare a mistrial, because you defended yourself, so you can't claim incompetence because of your attorney, because you're your own attorney. That much I know. So if you're doing this, it's a Hail Mary play because you think you're right, and in this case, he was way wrong from the start. Oh, man. That's just hilarious. I swear to God. You took on Nintendo. Mario Kart took on Nintendo and lost. So many other people have taken on Nintendo. Nintendo has been flexing their suing muscle. They have been perfecting that thing. They're trying to get as good as Disney. Disney does not hesitate to sue your ass for anything anymore. I know, give it enough time. Disney will eventually own half the, media empires in the world. I mean, I liked how the Anime Corner Store that I get the newsletter for each week. This week's newsletter had a really interesting thing, and besides us learning that years ago they used to tell Amazon to go fuck themselves, which I thought was really funny, because apparently you couldn't sell stuff on your own site. If you were selling it on Amazon, you couldn't sell it cheaper than what you're selling it on Amazon on your own site, because that would piss Amazon off, and they were just so lovingly told Amazon the GFTS, or go fuck themselves. that's what I do. It's like, dear Amazon. And I sent him a picture of me holding a middle finger. But they also had that thing about how Disney will eventually, why can't we just get to the point where there's like one media empire? It's like, yeah, we already know what that media empire is going to be. It's going to be fucking Disney. Because Disney's just going to own everybody's ass, and that's the end of it. But, yeah, as far as this is concerned, you're an idiot. If you thought that you were going to, not, serious, if you thought you were going to get away with this, you're an idiot. But there's actually a screenshot on here. They were hosting not only just Nintendo stuff, but also pirated movies and books as well. Yeah, no, you fucking lost that fight. You were an idiot to even try to take on Nintendo by yourself. I would have gotten a lawyer. You could have probably settled it out of court if you got a lawyer. Like, hey, we'll take the stuff down. We'll pay you this much. Call it even. What do you say? No? Okay, we'll pay you this much if we take the stuff down. Now what do you say? Okay, you're playing hardball here, Nintendo. But yeah, no, they screwed themselves. This guy was just a total idiot. I'm going to take on Nintendo. You tried making a name for yourself, and instead, you got torn to pieces in 30 seconds. Swiftly torn to pieces, and they could have just wasted the court's time with the Mario defense. Nintendo's lawyer could have just gotten a lovely paycheck and tried out their version of the Chewbacca defense, calling it the Mario defense. This is Mario. They could have. Oh, it's. You gotta admit that's funny as hell. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I am out of here, folks. This has been fun. I've had some laughs. I've killed some time. I've probably made you all laugh yourself silly by now, but who knows? If I haven't, damn, I feel like I failed. But if I have, woohoo, I succeeded. Anyway, though, folks, I will catch you all next time. Don't forget to submit your questions for the June Q&A video. Don't forget to check out my other videos that are coming up and out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Ring the notification bell so you can be made aware of when new content drops right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I've been your host. I am checking out. See you all later. I am out of here. Bye, everybody.